All right, everybody, man. Welcome back to another episode of Papa's Voice. Today I got another special guest, my man J5ive.
What
Now,
up?
some of you guys know me, what I'm saying? I go by 17 or Marco. Either one is fine, what I'm saying, as long as you address me correctly. But again, this guest right here, man, this is a long time good man, you know what I'm saying? We go back maybe 15 years. He's a pioneer in the entrepreneurship in the DC area, multi-talented on multiple levels. This man is a video engineer. He's a sound expert, a dynamite producer for all genres of music. He's a DC socialite, social media influence. This man is a part owner in a clothing brand called Popular and a music label called Allison. All is on music, but always before all that, this man is a father first. My man, Jonny, a.k.a. J5ive, brother.
What's up, brother?
Appreciate you for
Thank
doing
you,
this for me, brother.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No
thank
worries,
you, thank
man.
you.
So if this is your first time on even hearing on the podcast, bro, it's pretty much a podcast about single dads who are actually like active in their kids' lives, you know what I'm saying? And we try to give a little bit of testimony about like some of the moms, you know what I'm saying, and maybe your struggles with those things, if that's okay with you. Is that
Yep.
cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, let's get into it, man. We always start off with the same question so we can get a feel for everything. So how many kids do you have and how old are they?
I got one son, 17.
17. So 17 years. So far, you my longest running father that I've had on here so far, man.
Yeah,
that's what's
all
up.
right. That's all right.
Do you feel like more kids are in your future?
Um, right now, I'm gonna say the short answer is no,
Okay.
but I'm not opposed to it. It's not like a hard cutoff. You
Oh.
know what I mean? I mean, I love kids, so.
Okay. Do you help other kids outside of your son, like nieces, nephews, friends?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm an uncle. I'm a godfather. I
That's
got
fire.
3 godkids. Yep, I have
Man.
3 godkids. So, very, very involved with their lives and what they have going on. So,
That's fire, dog.
absolutely.
That's
Like I
fi-
said, I love kids. So,
That's fire. And let me ask, how often do you actually see your son?
every day he lives with me.
He lives with
downstairs. Yeah,
And you might be the second father that I interviewed that the son actually lives with you.
yeah.
How has that been for you? How important is that for you?
Oh man, it's super important. So, me and my son's mother, we split up when he was about 8 or 9, and from then we were just having conversations. I mean, I've always been a hands-on parent from day
Okay.
one. You know what I mean?
So she ain't never had to
seen me.
argue with you or fight you or drag you out
Never,
the house.
never,
Nothing.
ever, ever.
She
Never,
hit you
ever.
up. Hey, well, this need to be done. You
More
just right
than
there.
actually, I tell you something. When we broke up, I actually kind of overcompensated because I didn't want to lose that fact with my son. You know what I mean? I didn't want to. So I had moved. I was in where we was living in the southeast at the time, and when I moved uptown. So I left. I went uptown. I moved uptown, and I was coming every single morning to come get him to southeast and take him to school all the way uptown, Rock Creek Park, basically. You know what I mean? And go back and pick him up every day. So I kind of overcompensated doing that. But like I said, not to get off track.
No, you fine.
When he was I used to always tell his mother, kind of jokingly but kind of seriously, like, look, when he become a teenager, he gonna come with me because he gotta understand some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and we grew up watching movies and shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Boys in the Hood and stuff like that. When he moved with his father and stuff like that. So we
Yeah.
got stuff like that in our head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we she can't. She's a wonderful mother, great mother, but she can't really teach him how to be a man. And I don't mean that by like you need to be a real.
No,
a
I
real
got you.
Nigga,
But there are
tough
certain
guy, none of that,
aspects
man.
and personalities and standards that
Exactly.
I really just call it like the morality clause. Like
Yep.
as a man, you got to learn how to stand on something, and you
Yep.
got to learn principles, and you got to see why these principles are important to other men. So that makes a lot of sense to me.
For sure.
I would ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was it not for him not to live with you at a younger age? Because you said he was going to come with you when he becomes a teenager. I mean, that's fine. I think that's all good. I know for me, like, I got girls, and I really want the young age for sure. I think a lot of stuff I can instill with them now would transfer later instead of later and me trying to recorrect some things, So,
Well, I guess that would depend on what we classifying as the young age because
I would say 8 to 13, those
Okay.
5 years.
like on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was it for me not to have him?
How
earlier?
hard was it for you not to have him at that young age?
Yep.
Yeah, you hit it on the head.
Yep. Okay. So I think that I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, for where I was at in my lifestyle, it wasn't hard at all because I knew that also one, I'm leaving my household, and that was around 8 or 9. So
Okay.
we're trying to figure that out as well, and the fluidity within that. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
No, I got you.
And just trying to figure out a new routine in that. And my son, who's used to seeing me every day anyway, so I would say it's a different dynamic only because of that. Because I was already used to seeing him every day, so it wasn't like he was born and we were separate and we had to figure that out. So I felt like it was a thing like he had to come in. We had not heard because he was to him he never knew a difference.
Yeah.
He never knew a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was more so like us trying to figure out our new norm. So for me to want to keep him, it couldn't. That really couldn't happen because I got to figure out my new norm.
Yeah, yeah,
So
man.
for me, it was easy. It was kind of a help for me to not have to just have him full time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good transfer of power. I mean, I know a lot of women ask to have the kids young and they want to, give the kid back when they're a little bit older. So, that makes a lot of sense. I just want to make sure, for me, like I said, it's difficult for me in general. But I know a lot of fathers that I talk to, they more so on you. Like I'm probably an outlier on that. Like I want them while they're young, and then I want to, watch them grow out like not away from me, but I just want to see if what I'm implementing in you is actually like sustainable and things like that. So I'm okay with being an outlier on that. But you mentioned the kid's mom, man. I would ask, how was you all's relationship?
Oh, great.
Has it always been like that, or did it take some time, to get to the point to where as though you can say that out loud, like?
Again, full transparency, and this is a weird thing. The weird thing about us specifically was like we came like. So here's the difference. My son's mother and I are like best friends. We were like best friends before that. And
How long y'all known each other? Probably before y'all dated or had a kid?
My son is 20. I met her in 06, so about 20 years, 19, 20 years. Yeah, about 20 years.
So how long before you had the kid? About 10?
Nah, I knew her for about maybe three or 4 years.
3 or 4 years? Because I had one friend. I had one friend. My last guest said that he knew he was off and on with the kid's mom about 10 years. And I'm like, listen, I'm like, look, man, me right now, I'm getting up there in age. You got about 3 weeks, okay? We got to get to this point. Hey, can you cook, clean, and can you not argue? That's about it for real. But I'm saying now, though, but I'm like, for you, how important is that time do you think it is for you to know somebody?
Well, now, at this age, I'm going to say it's very important. It's very important also because, like I said, I kind of am blessed in the sense of we were best friends before. So, like, we kind of have that dynamic. And to kind of, like, go back into your last question, we were, I said it was kind of weird because when we first broke up, it was, like, cool. It was great. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, we got into the routine of I'm coming to get him, I'm this and the third, whatever.
Was that instant? Did y'all instantly get into that?
Immediately.
Oh, okay, so it was no back and forth.
I mean, almost a 24-hour switch. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, yeah, like I'm leaving today, I'll be back in the morning to come get him.
And it was no refuting, like it was no fighting, no nothing.
Zero.
Damn.
I mean, zero.
Well,
so
she sounds super mature.
And that and we went on with that for about a year, but then after that, it was like, all right, it kind of started getting a little weird. I guess it kind of was hitting us both that like we really not together anymore. You know what I mean? And I guess, of course, I'm dating, she's dating. Of course, things are coming. Clouds of judgment, clouds of reality, or whatever is happening. Or you might feel like you got to do certain things. I might feel like I got to do certain things, and we just trying to figure that out. So
can I ask what was the? Do you remember the moment that made y'all break up to part ways?
Absolutely.
Are you willing to share that?
Nah,
You gotta be honest with it, man. You gotta be honest. You gotta understand this thing, man. You know, you can still tell the truth if it's already out in the open. You know what I'm saying? The transparency or whatever. You know, that's what really attracts people, just like the transparency. I don't want you to say anything. This not a mom bashing episode. I mean,
not
podcast
at
or
all.
anything. But it's like if you can, you know, be a little bit vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Let her know that you passed it or whatever. If it was your fault.
Oh, we
or,
definitely passed it. I mean, as far as fault is concerned, I can accept a lot of fault in that. You know what I
So
mean?
okay.
With growth.
Okay.
I will say this. It comes a time where you really gotta hold a mirror up to yourself.
Yeah,
I mean
man.
both parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta hold a mirror up to yourself, and understand is this what your forever looks like? You know what I mean? And you also gotta be able to have a real conversation about that, and in the midst of trying to figure out what your forever looks like, you're gonna make some mistakes or you not, or you wanna deal. You're gonna make some mistakes by learning, growth, whatever have you, so on and so forth. But or you want to settle and become resentful in some type of way.
No, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you. So when y'all went through that controversy, so was there no like she wasn't retaliatory at that moment or anything like that even
At all.
when,
I don't have any like zero like bitter baby mama, zero like
nothing.
she's doing this, so she's holding this against me.
None of that.
Any of that.
Man.
Any of that. I
Do you
know
understand
that's
how
a
like do you understand like how peaceful she's made your
a
transition
million
to-
percent.
Okay.
And that's why I answered your question cautiously the way I did when you
Okay.
said, am I willing to do it again? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be that lucky again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
listen.
I know that's
let
luck.
me say this, man, because a lot, for one, what you just said, you're not the only one, the active father that has said that, and I think a lot of women need to understand how understanding a man is when he is lucky, especially when it comes to dealing with his kid. Because it's really hard to get lucky with somebody like, hey, I'm trying to focus on the kid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I understand what it was. Can we not put the emotions in it? Can we not be petty about it? Can we move forward? And a lot of men that I've interviewed so far, everybody's, off camera has said like, look, man, they done made it super easy. And I'm like, okay, so the moms play a big part of active fathers as well. It's
Sure.
not just all about, just fathers wanting to be there.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to commend you for even saying that out loud, because you was the first person to say that on camera, man. I would say, because your situation right now sounds pretty good. Do you think there's anything, and it could be something minute or something enormous, do you think there's anything right now that can make your current situation even better? And I'm talking about like the relationship with your mom and your child, like you all's dynamic. And that could be like, if we didn't talk less on the phone, or if we gave him a car, something that we disagreed on, or anything. Is there anything that you feel like, look, this extra dynamic would make this situation between these three parties even better? Sometimes it's nothing. It's like, hey man, we perfect. I don't wanna shake the pot or nothing.
Nah, honestly, shit, full transparency, probably. And with this, what I've been working on lately, just really trying to work on his mother's input more. You know what I mean? We like to think we men, and we, you know what I mean? We.
Are you asking for it? Are you asking for the mom's input?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. What the hell?
Hell yeah.
Like you're willing to ask her like, hey,
Absolutely.
what's like, you know what I'm saying? Where
Absolutely.
you stand on this?
Oh hell yeah, absolutely. And
Man,
I'm getting into that.
You want
space
to
now.
tell her why? Why that's important? Because that's hey man, again, some big boy shit, man. Shit that people don't even say. Like, your input is important because of this.
Nah, it definitely is. It's definitely important.
Why do you feel like her input is important to what you trying to do?
Because perspective matters.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Talk that good shit.
Yeah, I can be a father to him and teach him how to be a man and all of the manly things, but also I can't teach him how the things that we do makes a woman feel, or
come on, talk that good shit.
The way that we are makes a woman feel, or the things that we really genuinely need to do to make a woman feel secure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. What the hell? That's
Genuinely, though.
so. I
You know
asked.
what I mean? So,
I asked this question. You know, sporadically. Would you spin the block? Would you run it back? You saying all these good things.
would I spin the block?
Yeah, with your kid's mom. Would you run it back?
Yeah.
Have you thought about it?
Nah.
Good.
Yeah, of course we all think about it, but nah.
Oh.
I mean, we humans. You
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
You think about everything.
I ain't thought about it.
I mean, yeah. Under
I ain't thought
under
about it.
obvious circumstances, without you even portraying them, but by
Yeah.
you just saying that, I can understand why.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
yeah, like, why the hell would I want to do that
yeah,
again?
you know what I'm saying? So I get it.
I
get it in that respect. You know what I'm saying? But like for me and my situation, I mean, it's I'm not. It's first of all, I'm cool. We
Yeah.
good.
Y'all good. I got you.
I'm good. We good on that. But like,
but she dates though, like right
absolutely, 100%.
now. And how does that affect the dynamic?
It doesn't.
Nothing at all.
Zero. Hell no.
Man, how do would you say you have it like if you had a message to give to men that act weird towards that? What would that message be? Because I think, man, I think a healthy, happy mom is so important to the dynamic. Just as far as like me being able to cross the street to get the kid in the first place.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah, I want you to be honest.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. 100% honest with you. Okay. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. And this is the raw of it. Then we're gonna go into it. We can have a conversation about it. But the end of it all and be all is, and whatever camera that you want me to look at, my brother, you can't take the dick for her.
Oh, come on. No, you say that camera right
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't take the dick for her. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you understand that you laid down with somebody on service level, put it like this. If you understand that you laid down with somebody that perhaps would not, like that, you can at least trust to have your child. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you left her single with your child. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You left her single with your child anyway. So you have to, at some point, have some type of moral compass that tells you she gonna make sure my child is all right. So even if she's dealing with Black Drake from over there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, at some point you gotta have a moral compass to understand that she gonna fight Black Drake for her life, for your child.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So
got you.
that's literally all you can ask for as a man. You can't dictate for her. You know what I'm saying?
Dictate
like,
dictate.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
no bullshit.
You gotta clip that.
Yeah, like no bullshit.
You can't
like,
dictate or dictate.
No bullshit. I mean, it's real.
That
That's real shit.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, that's some good
you
shit.
can't. Yeah. At the end of the day, I gotta understand. All right, yeah, you dating, but if such and such got my child in any type of danger, you gonna go above and beyond to make sure. Hey, you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure shorty all right. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I got to do, we gonna rumble in this joint, whatever. We gonna tussle, whatever the fuck going on. But like, I'm gonna make sure my child all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that about my son mother. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all of that, like, don't have no nigga around my child. Now you being unrealistic. You really being unrealistic. Cause like you'll have your son around a nigga for real. You it way quicker than you'll be approve of the father being with having your child around the woman.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You right.
And you'll take them matters in your own hands. Like I would say 90%. Of women. You know what I'm saying? I take that in their own hand. It ain't no conversation. Yeah, well, I met a guy and I think I'm going to introduce him to Lil Junior. No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're going to be like, such and such be around Junior. Nigga, fuck, get over it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and also with that certain type of baby mother, you know what I'm saying? And if you notice, I want to highlight something too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't never. It's like literally hard for me to say baby mother for me.
No, I say kid. Listen, I'm not on good terms with my kid's mom right now. So she just did something super wild to me. This is the first time I said it on camera or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she didn't even give me the notice. My daughter gave me the notice that she was planning on leaving.
Yeah.
They're moving. and then I had a conversation with the mom. I didn't agree with it, and then 6 weeks later, she up and moved with my kids. So even now, I still don't call her my BM, my baby mother. She's still my kid's mom. You know what I'm saying? That's the lowest I give her right now, or whatever. But I like the baby mother thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never called her out her name or anything like that.
100%.
Like, I don't have no resentment towards that girl or anything like that. Not, other than the fact, like, she keeping my kids from me. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I feel you. Like, it's hard to say those things when the relationship between the parties, it's not on a commercial level. Like, it's on a very personal level. You know what I'm saying? It's something I have to do every day. If I can tweak this one little thing, like not calling her a BM or baby mother, to make her, you know what I'm saying, even more at ease to deal with me. That I don't even think about stuff like that. Like, that thing is just done. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I can tweak it, any small thing I can do to tweak or whatever, just to make it smooth, the transitions. You know what I'm saying? Me picking the kid up. Like, if I gotta leave work 4 minutes early or something like that, if I gotta give you some gas money or whatever, just to make sure it get done. Absolutely, man. Like, I'm gonna do all the little small stuff, man, just to make sure, man. So
you got to,
man.
You got to.
And look, again, I love the fact that, you know, you respect your kid's mom to that level, to make sure that you take care of those micro things that don't get appreciated, they get overlooked. And I think that's a huge thing. What would you say? What would you say is something that is overlooked about fathering? Because for me, I explain
integrity.
Damn. Okay.
Integrity. That's an easy one, because I try to instill that in my son every day. Integrity.
Man. And you don't feel like, I ain't gonna say you don't feel like, do you think that is something that is instilled in a lot of this generation's kids? Because I don't. I think that's a big deal. I don't think a lot of these kids are given opportunities to show what integrity is or to implement integrity. I think it's all just no accountability, you know what I'm saying?
Zero.
Just on to the next, and
Zero.
It's what I wanted to do, and it's like, nah, man, you got to stand on something, man.
Exactly.
Like,
you got to have take some pride in something. Take some pride in something. I don't care what that something is. I don't care if you say, man, every time my alarm clock go off at 7:03 a.m., I plant my feet on the floor, and I take pride in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's that much.
Nah.
You know, it's something you got. I gotta see you taking pride in something.
Man.
Because that's integrity.
I got that shit from my grandmother. She said, nigga, I don't care if you pick up a piece of paper, pick it up to the best of your ability.
You know what I mean?
So, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's real.
Nah, that's some real shit, man.
Real.
Listen, man, we've been rapping, man. I'm gonna get you out on this question right here. It's the same question I give to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it sounds like your relationship with your kid's mom is excellent. It sounds like the relationship with your kid is excellent. He lives with you. You know, he doesn't have to wonder or anything like that. But I know he's in the house somewhere. But if he couldn't hear this message right now, if you had one message to give to your son, like, look, I've been preaching this to you since day one, day 100, every day I'm on this earth. This is what I'm telling you. What would that message be? What would that thing that you want to teach them outside of integrity? You said that. But what would that message be? The one thing.
You are brilliant. You're brilliant. I tell them that this is a mantra. So if you like anybody like
let them know, man, because I hear it sometimes, man.
My son, you are brilliant, and you're gonna find a way to change the world. And
how important is that for you to give that to your son?
Oh, extremely, because he don't even understand about it's to the point where I make him finish the sentence now, and he rolling his eyes saying it back to me, but
he got it instilled in him.
He got it instilled in him, and even in times when he down and we having our conversations, you know, man to man, one on one, he'll find a way to let me know, man. I know I'm brilliant. You know what I mean? So like, these are things that, you know, I always tell him, like, you know, words matter. You know what I mean? Words matter. So, and if you put it out there, it's gonna happen. So,
yeah, you know, for sure.
That's the one thing I want anybody child to understand, man. They brilliant, and you absolutely have the capacity to figure out a way to change the world. So, man,
that's amazing, man. We're gonna end it on that, man. Again, man, J5, man, I appreciate you for having me, man.
Man, you already
that was like some fire ass shit, dog. Like, people gonna listen to it, and hopefully they listen to this thing all the way through, because you was dropping some real gems and shit, man. I gotta have you on another episode for sure, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, right now I'm trying to keep it. You know, we in the content consuming era, so I don't want to hit people with the hour drink. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully somebody got 30 minutes to listen though. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? That was that episode of Papa's Voice, man. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Out.